Hey, what's up, guys? It's Teddy here with Keller Williams. Been getting a lot of messages on Facebook, Instagram. Super stoked. Thank you for that. Best way for me to kind of answer a lot of those is just going to be through videos moving forward. So I'm going to be trying to do these at least once a week. Try to give you guys market updates, anything I can share specifically in the real estate, both long-term buy and hold investment, and also you guys looking for a primary. Today, what I wanted to talk about specifically was time, something that none of us have enough of per day. That's a given. But specifically in the real estate world, I have a lot of people always asking me, when is the best time to buy real estate? When should I get in the game? Realistically, there is no perfect time that we can ever tell you. You just got to take action. You just got to do it. If you're waiting for that perfect time will never come. And if you do get in a perfect time, it's probably extremely lucky, and it'll be really hard for you to get in. So a couple excuses, objections, and reasons why a lot of people didn't buy real estate specifically before COVID, during COVID, and now is what I want to talk about. I am obviously in real estate. I work with buyers all the time, and they always have excuses. They always have objections, and I get it, right? We want to make sure you guys make a good move in the real estate market. It's a big purchase for sure. But let's just circle back before COVID. You know, a lot of my buyers, they felt like they weren't educated enough in the field, which I get, right? But that's what we're here for. The lenders that I work with always work with first-time home buyers. We kind of hold your hand throughout the process. Sellers market, Denver specifically, we're talking about here, guys. Denver is always relatively some sort of a seller's market, in historically speaking. Obviously right now we're tricking a little more on the buyer's side, but historically it's been a very strong market, specifically in Denver. People always talk about the bubble. The bubble's going to burst. I've heard that 3 years ago. I keep hearing that today. The peak and waiting for the deals. So this is pre-COVID. People always come up with excuses before COVID not to buy a house. Now let's talk about during COVID. It was too competitive, low inventory, waiting for the cool down. We thought World War III was going to happen. End of the world, COVID equals zombies. I had all the excuses from buyers telling me why this was not a good time to buy during COVID, right? Now, high rates, I get it. Affordability, recessions, we're either already in it for some people or we're going into it. Monkeypox, we're going to look at that. That's coming in, classic, right? And now we're waiting for the bubble again. We're always waiting for the bubble. There's always a bubble, supposedly, right? Look at buyers that bought before COVID. They're sitting extremely pretty right now. Look at buyers that are buying during COVID. They're sitting pretty right now, right? Right now, probably in 2, 3, 4 years, you're going to be like, oh, I wish I bought 2, 3, 4 years ago, right? There's never a perfect time, but just taking action, getting in the game is what you want to be doing right now. Sitting on the sidelines, you're just going to be waiting for that perfect time, and then by then you're going to have to move out of Colorado because everything's going to be too expensive, right? What does Gretzky always say? You miss 100% of the shots you do not take. So just take the shot, take action, get your foot in the door in the real estate market. Even if you have high rates, you're still able to afford the mortgage payments, right? Make sure the mortgage payments is what you're looking at, not the high rates. Are you going to go back and stay in your rental? That's fine if you want to do that, but that's 100% rate in my eyes. That's 100%. You're not going to see that money ever again. A high rate, paying down your principal, getting your foot in the real estate market, and at least seeing some sort of appreciation and building equity with you putting that rental money into your own little safety account, which is called your mortgage principal buy down, right? If you think about that, regardless of the weight, affordability, potential recession, the monkeypox, the bubble, whatever you want to talk about, at least you're in the game, right? People back pre-COVID, they wish they bought then. People during COVID that said, no, let's wait. I bet you they wish they bought then. And now I get it, we're in an uncertainty time, but we were then. People always thought the bubble was going to burst for Denver 3, 4 years ago. Still sitting pretty good, right? So take action. Just get in the game, and I can promise you, long term, it will always benefit you. Inflation has been hitting hard. Hence the rentals are going up. So if you decide to buy your primary rental, stay there for a couple of years, rent that out in 2 years, and maybe buy your next house, right? Like that is the path to financial freedom, but you have to start with your first home, and that is just by taking action. Personally, I bought an investment property before I ever bought my own home. Worked out pretty good. Super excited about that. There are different angles of attack, which ways you want to do it. But all I can say now is if you are renting, you're just going to be waiting for a while, and it's just that perfect time is never going to come. Right now, we have high rates, affordability issues, potential recession. So this is kind of a good time to get into it because you want to know why? A lot of people are scared. And with scared people comes more opportunities. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. Teddy at Keller Williams. Send me a message on Instagram, Facebook. Let's set up a time to chat. We'd love to take you out for a coffee and or beer, whatever you want to do. And let's get something on the books. Thanks so much. Cheers.